Okay guys, welcome to part one, which will be part one of How to Be a Squad Leader series that we are developing here. And this hopefully will help you smoothly transition from being an FTL, fire team lead, into being a squad lead. Okay, so I want to show you quickly how to be able to use the long range radio, and I think this is what will help you transition smoothly from into being a squad leader. So let's just bring up our radio. So I have a loadout. Okay, guys. So by now you should, let me just point that down so we can see a bit better. Okay, by now I shouldn't have to teach you how to do a loadout. You should have your own preference for loadouts. The only difference is that you'll need a long range radio. Now, I never really think about it, but I use the one with the BBC for an aerial. I hope most of you understand what that means. Okay, and to be able to use your radio, long range radio, you hold down control and then you press your radio button, which default is caps lock. Okay, and you will hear that sound and you can see that it's transmitting down the bottom of the screen there on frequency 3.1. Okay, so let's just open up the radio. There we go. Okay, so in this radio, you will see that we have a whole bunch of numbers and lots of these buttons and stuff like that, and this does nothing. Okay, and then you have your different channels because we don't have a plus and a minus channel button here. We basically use numbers instead. Okay, and quite frankly, you don't need almost any of these extra channels. You only really need, unless of course you're playing 1-6, but we are not doing 1-6. We're doing a squad leader. Okay, and you'll have your first channel here, which is 3.1, and basically as a beginner squad leader you will not need to monitor any other channels except for 3.1 on your long range. Now that you're using two radios, so you have your squad radio, okay, and you have your long range radio, you are going to need to set up the way that you hear the radios so that you don't end up basically sounding kind of like this.
Are we?
I'll go take it back to
Yeah, but just so you don't have to drive all the way back to
Yeah.
FOB. If you just want to leave it at PB, and then when you hop out, I'll relog and go.
TCAS is the only
You just cut out again.
FTL fire team leader. I might reslot.
Okay, so to be able to set up basically stereo settings of your headset here, okay, on your long range is this button here, and it's nice and easy to find because it actually has STO. Okay, so if you click this, if you check down in the corner here, you'll see that it now says that volume is at 70 and it's on left only. Okay, basically what that means is that when you use the radio, the sound will only come into your left headset. If you click it again, it goes to right only, and then if you click it again, it'll go back to default, which is left and right. Now, depending on where you want to put it, I like to put it on my right ear because it is the ear that I react mostly to. So it might take you a couple of goes to figure out where to put it. Okay, because we have that, we also need to go to our short range, okay? And we need to go to stereo settings, which is this one here. And we want to do the same, and we want to make it on the opposite side. Okay, so we put this to left only. So what will happen now is you won't be able to hear it in this particular video, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut to a scene in some footage that I have of us being able to hear the different radios in each ear. Okay, let's go.
1-2, this is 1-3 on 3-1. I'm gonna get eyes out in front of you. I've got a good vantage point to see your path.
This is 1-2, roger that. Alright guys, we got Overwatch from 1-3 as well, which is cool. Alright, blue team, move.
1-1 has eyes on Armor on point.
There's Armor in the objective.
Really get a good mark on it though.
There's Armor in the objective. Sorry about that, man. I stepped on you then. Armor in the objective.
Anyone need an AT stick?
1-6, 3-1.
Okay, so to be able to use the radio, I'll just see if we actually have radio freaks over here. Negative, so we don't. So most of the time, if you don't know where to find frequencies or how to get hold of people, basically the billboards in each server on the actual server. So not here, this is the training server, but on normal servers, you will find that there are notice boards or billboards all over the fobs, and they give you information on where to be able to find people. However, it's not necessary for you as a squad leader, because the only channel that you need to monitor is 3-1. Again, right now in the training server, I am in 1-1 squad leader position, okay? And you can tell because it says 1-1-0. Again, you should know that. Okay. What we're going to do now is I'm going to give you a demonstration on how to be able to talk on the radio. Now, keep in mind, I am from a Commonwealth Army, so I spent 6 years in the military, in the Australian infantry. So radios are my thing. Having said that, it has been a couple of years. And also, I don't want to overwhelm you with what we call RATEL. So it's just radio telecommunications, okay? RATEL, and that's the way you speak on the radio. Now, when you talk, as you know, when you talk on your squad radio, it sounds like this, okay? And of course, it's very casual, so it's like, hey, TCAS, head over to that building and just clear the first floor. Take a squad with you, okay, bro? Like, it's very informal, okay? Very informal. Now, when you use your long range, you are on net, so you're basically on the platoon net. So it's very important that you use correct radio telecommunications, so RATEL, okay? So the best way to be able to communicate on long range radio is to say the person's call sign, then your call sign, and then you send your message. So it's kind of like this. This is me, this is my message. Over. So what I'll do is I'll actually key the radio because there's nobody in the server here with me, so I can just press the net button as much as I want without upsetting people. So this is what it'll sound like. 1-6, this is 1-1, message over. This is 1-6, send over. 1-6, this is 1-2. We have 2 enemy. They are situated in a bunker to our northeast. There is a GMG on the roof. Can Savage send around on that? We will fall back. Over. This is 1-6. Yep, copy that. We will get onto Savage now, and if you fall back 150 meters and take cover, we will drop rounds on that. This is 1-1. Roger that. Out. Okay, guys, so you can hear that every single time I let 1-6 know that it is 1-1 talking. So I am 1-1 squad leader, so 1-1 is talking, and I am talking to 1-6. 1-6, this is 1-2, over.
Send it.
This is 1-2. Could we get Butcher to just do a quick search on the bunker in front of us and just drop some rounds into it, please? Over.
Butcher 3-2, you copying that? Butcher 3-2, 1-6.
1-6, sent to Butcher 3-2.
Butcher 3-2, can you please assist with 1-2 at the bunker GMG mark 0711?
Copy. Butcher is gonna engage BTR, then he's gonna move toward the bunker.
Good copy.
Alright, guys, they're gonna
hold your pause so that,
wait.
so their current threat is tasked and decrewed, and then we'll have them move over to you.
This is 1-2, roger that, out. Alright, gentlemen,
1-6, shadow,
just
3-1.
hold that line where we are now, and the Butcher is just going to drop a BMP, and then
Shadow,
he'll come
1-6.
over and put some rounds into that bunker.
1-6 shadow.
Now, you don't have to be that formal on the radio, only when you are actually contacting him first. It's very relaxed on the net once you get used to it. So it's good to be formal, but make sure that your message gets across. So there's an example of how to talk on the radio. Also, same again, you can be especially when you're going from assassin call sign to assassin call sign, and you need to just to like tell, say 1-2, we're 1-1. If we want to tell 1-2 that we need them to come and help us, it'll be something like this.
Hey, 1-2, this is 1-1 SL on your short range. I'm coming over to you. I haven't marked it. Can't really mark it with what I saw.
Yep, okay. The net is the most important radio. It was where you are going to be able to get information on what you're doing. Okay, so what we might do now is we are going to spend the next 5 minutes just listening to radio calls from footage inside the server, so you can hear what it's like to be a squad leader in Karma Company. Okay, let's do it.
Goblin, I see that you're in the AO. Go ahead and start working on just slowly creeping and clearing
Was
the
that
road
me?
of any possible 18 mines for Butcher.
No, sorry, I thought it was me.
A firm will do.
Blue team, start moving on that
1-3,
rock.
this is 1-1. We're going to be collapsing to the compound on you now.
Copy that. We're clear buildings as we come to them.
Copy that. 1-1 will be on the west side of the road.
Copy that. 1-1 on west side.
Alright. Butcher 3-2, I see you're in the AO. Go ahead and push a little bit toward the west on the parallel of the road. Help 1-2 with any that bunker or any emplacements they may come across, please.
Copy. Butcher 1 continuing as message.
Oh my
If
god,
there
so much
is
traffic on this
a
fucking
third
radio.
MPQ, then it's possible. The other
Good copy.
Just fighting in a
That's friendly.
we saw a BMP
That's a
marker,
friendly tank.
but we haven't seen it.
Butcher, this is 1-1 on 3-1. We may have eyes on Armor to my southwest.
Alright, gentlemen, let's start pushing with TCAS. Red team on TCAS. Blue team, just hold until they're just a little bit in front of us.
Butcher 3-2 is coming to engage Arma.
Butcher 3-2, if you look to the right, once you get to 1-1's position, if you're parallel with my, SL, you will be able to look 219 up into the tree line. Looks like a turret.
Yeah,
Okay, guys, so a very shortish video. We don't need to go into depth about the radio. You just need to understand how to be able to make sure that you have a radio in each ear, how to monitor it, how to set it, and yes, it is the most important part of being a squad leader. Of course, there are things that are important, but you're just not useful if you cannot be confident on the radio. Now, keep an eye out on this screen, guys, because we will have part 2 of how to be a squad leader coming in, and if it has been released, it'll be on the screen now. And click through, guys, and keep watching, and we'll see you in game, hopefully playing as a squad leader.